What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red version with DayAllPlay. I'm Eddie, and I'm your guide through this Let's Play. So, if you managed to catch the super secret episode that came out, we went back to the Viridian Forest and we caught ourselves a Pikachu. So I had been talking about it ever since we were going through the Viridian Forest, and I felt like it was necessary to go back and at least grab one because of the fact that we're going to come up to Cerulean City, where the gym is a water type. We don't have anything really right now besides Pikachu that is really effective against water type. Charmeleon wouldn't be the one to use, I don't think anyways, at that point. So the goal today is to make it through right here, Mount Moon. Yep, Mount Moon. Now, I'm using a different software to record now, which allows me to use the throttle button, which means we can go almost 3 times as fast. Now, I'm not going to be using that for walking, I'm going to be using that for battles, just to make things go a little bit quicker. But let's get started today. Today is going to be a fun episode. So we're going to go through and immediately we're going to start running into some new sorts of Pokemon. Zubat. Now, I'm not going to end up using a Zubat, so I'm not going to catch it. I'm just going to go ahead and defeat it. As you can see, the throttle button works very effectively. I do love it. Helps out quite a bit because of the fact that everything just seems to go a lot faster. So we got a Paralyze Heal here. We also got a TM for Bullet Seed. Now I need to consider who I'm going to give that to. I don't think we have anybody right now who would be able to learn that. Alright. Got a Bug Catcher here. He's a long way from home at this point. We're going to keep on grinding with Charmeleon, at least for now. What I really want to do, though, is I want to start incorporating Pikachu into the mix. So I'm going to go ahead and switch Pikachu up with here. I'm going to just change over to Charmeleon. Just deal with the damage. Let Charmeleon tank for a little while. Alright. Now I know that I need to be a little bit more stingy with using the throttle button, because I'll overuse it. I'll just hold it down and play the whole game with it. So, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make it a point not to do that. Sweet, Pikachu gains 2 levels, which is nice. And just remember to just run. Allow things to sort of develop. I really hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please be sure to let us know in the comment section below what you're thinking, how you think the season's going, what direction you think we should go in terms of catching Pokemon and that sort of thing. Feedback is always welcome. Another Bug Catcher here. We'll take care of him fairly easily. Shouldn't be any issue at all. Now I'd like to see Pikachu get to level 16 before we take on Misty at the Cerulean Gym. I don't know exactly what that's going to entail, at least in terms of like how long it's going to take. Now I know before we take on Misty, we'll end up taking on the bridge with all the trainers and going up to where Bill's house is, and so that'll be a significant amount of training just in a short period of time once we get to Cerulean City. So we'll have to see. I'm hoping this video is not going to be terribly long. Thinking right around 20 minutes, probably the same amount of time it took us to get through the Viridian Forest. I think it's about the same. Oh, I forgot to change out there. Not gonna worry about it. Sometimes I make mistakes. What are you gonna do? So we got a Zubat here. I think eventually we'll get to the point where we can just use Thunder Shock on these Zubats because they're flying type and it'll be super effective. But I don't think we'll be able to beat them in one hit yet, and that's the point I want to get to. We got a Super Nerd. It's our first encounter with a Super Nerd. We got a Magnemite. Now the good thing about Magnemite is that he will be super, or our fire type moves with Charmeleon will be super effective against him. That's what I meant to say. I didn't start out saying that, but that's what I meant at any rate. Change back to Pikachu. You guys noticed at the beginning of this video we have a new intro sequence. I'm also able to produce this video at a much higher quality, I should say. All the videos before this have said HD on them, but they haven't exactly been high definition to the point where you can tell that it's noticeable that, you know, wow, the quality is really high. This will be the first one where that is a thing. And the reason is I've figured out the process of how to use fraps with Visual Boy Advance, which is what I'm using to run this Pokemon game. So because of that, I'm able to run the higher quality videos, higher frame rates, and also render it at a much higher quality with a surprisingly smaller file size. So that allows me to get content out to you at a higher quality and at a faster rate, which is always preferable, I think. I'm gonna change over and I'm gonna start using Scratch because I know it's gonna work, be a one-hit KO type of deal, in spite of the fact that it is Scratch. So there seem to be quite a bit of wild Pokemon around here, which is nice. Good training opportunities. We're already up to level 8 with Pikachu. That means we've gained 5 levels just in the short amount of time that we've been going through here. Oh, Scratch was not a one-hit KO. Thought it would be. It was not. It's okay. We'll allow it to be a 2-hit KO. That's fine with me. Okay, so we got the escape rope, just in case we get into a pinch. Now I am going to check around, just to make sure I'm not missing any items. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. I want a Geodude. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change out for Charmeleon. And I'm going to do something that I know isn't going to work very well. I'm going to use Scratch. The reason I'm going to do that is I'm going to gradually wear away his health to to the point where I'll be able to catch him. And he's a level 9, which will be a little bit harder to catch, so I need to wear him down just a hair more. I think I should be good now. Alright, so let's try the Pokeball here. Hopefully this works. Yeah, alright, so we caught him. Excellent. Very good. Alright. So our first Pokemon to go over to the PC didn't even move before another one shows up. It's ridiculous. Alright. This one we can take on, because we've already got one. So it turns out I probably could have just used Ember once and that would have been fine. Alright, so Pikachu's level 9 now. One thing that I want to make sure that I'm doing is I want to fight all the trainers. I know that's going to make for a longer video, but that's okay. Honestly, I'm good with that. As long as we are doing what we're supposed to be doing, we'll be just fine. This throttle button definitely helps. Okay, that guy is not a trainer. This girl is. Oddish is not going to stand a chance at all. It's not good. So we're good there. Get that going. Bellsprout will also not fare. Ah, okay. Press the wrong button again. I meant to change out, but that's okay. Bellsprout's not going to fare very well against Charmeleon, so. Alright. So we're good there. Now, I know that there's some assorted items underneath in these little sections that go down. But I'm not overly concerned about those. The items I can live without it with. It's the trainer experience that I really want at this point. I don't think there's any trainers underneath there. But let's check this out actually. So yep, okay, so we have our first encounter with a Team Rocket member. So I guess it was worth it to check out the stairs, or the ladder that went down. You remember to select yes. That way we get some even training time. Pikachu's about to level up after we beat this Ekans. This one I'll go ahead and use an Ember on, because I know Ekans has a little bit higher defense. So Pikachu's at level 10 now. We might almost be in good enough shape to go ahead and battle with Pikachu on his own. So that'll be good. Okay, so we got TM46, which is Thief. We also found an Ether down here. So things are shaping up quite nicely. We got a battle with, I think this is a youngster. Yep, it is. I'll still save Pikachu. Just for things that he could be super effective against. I want to put him in a situation where he's likely to succeed. I don't want to send him out and, you know, allow him to take a beating on the off chance that he'll pull an upset, you know? We're doing all right now. Depending on what level this Zubat is, I think we'll take it on with Pikachu. Give him his first battle experience. If it's level 10, yep, like I thought. We'll go ahead and give him his first battle experience. Which is good, he's in a situation where he's likely to succeed. Excellent. Very good. So we gave Pikachu his first dip in the water, so to speak. That means we can go ahead and use them against these wild ones, so we don't have to change out as much. Which means he'll grow a little bit faster. Excellent. Quick attack is good. I think it'll take the place of Growl for now. I don't always use Thunder Wave, but I feel like it would come in a bit more handy than Growl. So we have this hiker. I'm definitely not going to let that happen. So we'll go ahead and send Charmeleon out to handle this Geodude. Now earlier we were able to get a rare candy. So I need to figure out the best time to use that. I think it will be right after either Pikachu or Charmeleon levels up and their experience points are at the lowest point, because I know all the rare candy does is just fill them up to the very next, like the very minimum they need to gain a level, which means they'll start over with like 0 progress once you give them the rare candy. So you want to do it directly after they level up, just to save yourself and make it most effective. Like if I were to use it now, it would be pretty much be a waste. This Charmeleon's over halfway there, probably closer to 3/4 of the way there, and then some. We're facing a guy here that's fairly similar to Brock, actually. Now Charmeleon's running low on Ember attack. However, we do have an Ether, which I'll go ahead and use. Usually I like to save those, simply because you can't buy them. It's not like a renewable source. They're just, you have to find them around. However, the situation demands it, so we'll go ahead and use it. Now before I go all the way up, I think that's a Moonstone, actually, up there. Doing work. Yep, we found a Moonstone, which is good. Pikachu will be at level 12, which is always good. I thought there was an item up here. Got a revive. Oh, and that's a pretty significant item for this early on in the game. Revives are one of those items that kind of underestimate until you need one. And they're kind of nice to have right around the time you're fighting the Elite Four. Just to be honest with you, because you don't really realize how much you need them until it's almost too late, you know? We're gonna go ahead and use a potion on Pikachu. Pikachu looks like he has like a dead eye. Like his left eye on our right hand side just looks strange. I don't know. This sprite's kind of messed up a little bit there. These Zubats are getting a little bit higher in level, which I'm not going to complain about, obviously, because we're getting the experience points from them. But it is noticeable. They went from being like level 7 to level 11. Got another Rocket Grunt to fight. I don't think I'm going to let Pikachu handle this one. I think I'm going to go ahead and let Charmeleon run the show. I feel like it's just in my best interest to do that. Charmeleon's pretty close to leveling up as well. I definitely won't let Pikachu fight a Sandshrew. Now, for the life of me, I can't remember if Sandshrew's available on this game or not. So we'll spend some time, probably at the beginning of next episode, right before we go into Cerulean City, trying to find one, see if one's available. I may just look it up online, actually. I don't usually like to do that, but it might save us some time for me searching around for one, because it is my favorite Pokemon. And I don't know, I always like to make exceptions for my favorite Pokemon to have in my party, at least for a little while, you know. He probably won't make it all the way to the end with us, but at least to have him there will be it'll be a load off my mind a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use a potion on Charmeleon as well, just to make sure. I know we have a couple of significant fights coming up, and I don't want him to be in danger of fainting. Now, we do have the revive, but I'd prefer to save that. Now, interestingly enough, I've actually run into Clefairy on this level, like on this floor of Mount Moon. So there's the possibility that we'll run into one. If we do, I'll do my best to catch it, just for the sake of having one in the Pokédex. Pikachu should be able to handle this one on his own. We're actually further along than I expected us to be in terms of Pikachu's level. We've done a really good job of training him up so far. I feel like this throttle button really saved us quite a bit of time. Which is good. I think there's an item over there to our right, like in the direction that I'm facing. I'm getting a little bit throttle button happy right now. I apologize if it's going too fast. Guys, leave a message down below letting me know what you think of that, because I don't want to be like, I don't want to overuse it, because it is a nice thing to have, and I don't want it to become a nuisance to you guys. I want you guys to enjoy the game and not just sit here and watch me play it. So if you prefer sort of the longer gameplay, especially on some of the shorter videos like the gym leader battles and stuff like that, then please let me know, and I'll be happy to adjust what I'm doing for you guys, because I don't want it to become a thing where you don't enjoy watching the video. Aha! So we have a Clefairy. This is nice. Now I am going to just go ahead and change to Mankey. I meant to choose Metapod, but Mankey will do. We'll just go ahead and use Scratch and try our best not to make it faint. The whole love thing is rather annoying. But I understand that that's the point. Oh god, we critical hit it. Crap! Oh well. Doesn't make me too sad, to be honest with you. It makes me a little bit sad. Oh, we found another moonstone. That's nice. Makes me a little bit sad, to be honest with you. But, I mean, at the same time, it's not a Pokemon that I'll end up using, and we can always come back for it if we want. I know it's one of those that'll make you guys happy, maybe. So if it is, let me know and we'll come back and grab one. Do another super secret episode or whatever. Have fun with it. Alright, so we got a Grimer to face. We haven't faced one of those before. Once again, I'm just going to use Charmeleon. Hope he's okay on HP. He's in the red, but it doesn't overly concern me, simply because he's just such a beast right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just keep on with him. I think he'll be okay. We do have two more to face. I don't think this coughing is gonna do anything that will significantly hurt Charmeleon. Now we are out of Ember at this point. Voltorb. Okay, yes, we'll change Pokemon. We'll see if Pikachu can handle this guy's Voltorb, and if it doesn't look like he can, then we will see what else we can do. Screech. See if there's anything else he can do. Screech Tackle combination was not a bad move on his part. But we were able to take care of it, which is good. Saved Charmeleon from not a sure defeat, but maybe taking more damage. Alright, so we have the choice here between the Helix Fossil and the Dome Fossil. So what I'm going to do is, rather than go ahead, because we're right near the end of the tunnel. Right after we select this, we'll go out another, it will go up another ladder, and we'll go ahead and come out on the other side of Mount Moon. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and call the video here, so that you guys have an opportunity to give your input on which fossil we should take. So I'm going to give you guys the next couple of days until I put up the next video. I'll read through the comments and just see what you all think on which one we should go ahead and take. So please leave your suggestions down below. Also, make sure that you like this video, favorite it, and subscribe to our channel. It helps us grow, and I hope you guys are really enjoying this series as much as I am. Doing my best to do some good editing for you guys and make this video just as great as I possibly can. But once again, this is Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red version with DayAllPlay. I'm Eddie, and I'll see you guys later.